Hey Campbell River, it's Robert Nixon here. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Let's dive into the September 2024 Campbell River real estate update. And believe me, it's been a wild ride, so buckle up because we've got some big shifts happening in our local market. If you're looking for accurate, up-to-date real estate info, or if you're thinking of buying or selling, I'm your guy. You can reach me by subscribing to my channel, booking an appointment below, giving me a call, or shooting me an email. I'm here to guide you through the Campbell River and Vancouver Island market. Now that you know where to reach me for all your real estate needs, let's get into what's been happening in our market. September has brought some interesting changes to Campbell River's real estate landscape. We're seeing the price jump, shifts in inventory, kind of all over the place with trends that could impact your next move. Whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on the market, from single family homes to condos and townhouses, each segment is showing its own unique story. So sit tight as we break down to uncover the stats and see what the numbers mean for you. Ready? Let's go. Let's roll. First up is single family homes. I feel like they're sort of the main part of the market that people follow, but the other ones are definitely important as well, especially if you're looking to maybe a rental property or development or something like that. You need to know what part of the market has demand. And selling for sure, or buying. The average price for single family has jumped to $757,000. Yep, that's a $54,000 increase from last month alone. With 3.6 months of inventory, we're now officially in the seller's market again. The average price for single family in the past 12 months has went up $23,000. So if you've been on the fence about selling, now's the time to hop off and cash in. We've also been an increase in sales, 39 units sold compared to just 24 this time last year. That's a massive leap. But on the flip side, days on market are hovering around 54. So the competition is heating up. Now for my condo folks, listen up. The average price is now at $447,000, climbing by a whopping $50,000 from last month. The market has bounced out with 5.1 months of inventory. So it's anyone's game. We're seeing fewer sales though, just 7 units compared to 13 last year. Still, the average price for condos in the past 12 months is up by $23,000. So whether you're buying or selling, it's a good time to strategize. Lastly, let's talk about townhouses. The average price is $544,000, up $6,600 from last month, and with only 3.3 months of inventory. Townhouses remain in the seller's market. We've had 14 units sold this year, almost doubling from 8 last year, and the 12-month average price is up by $49,000. So what's the big takeaway? We've got some shifts. I just want to go back to the townhouse stuff a little bit though. It's interesting. The townhouse market is sort of the middle market. Like, people are going to the townhouses from single family for affordability and don't want to be in condos. Then there's all those new ones that are finally starting to take off and sell, and I think just the pressure with interest rates has slowed those down a little bit. But obviously this year, townhouses seem like to be sort of the hotter commodity, and then last year I feel like it was more single family, and it was busier last year in that end, and maybe it sort of shifted a bit this year. But condos were definitely really slow the last couple of years. It seems like they're picking up a bit as well, which is good. Anyways, we've got some shifts. Single family homes are solidly in a seller's market. Condos are balanced, and townhouses are still a seller's paradise. So no matter what you might think out there, lots of properties on the market, it's slow. They're slow to move, but those numbers where things are in a seller's market versus a balanced market versus a buyer's market, I think a lot of people think we might be in a buyer's market, but we're not seeing that at all. The amount of homes selling versus what's coming on the market is either like balanced, so even based on months to sell, or they're actually unbalanced where it's a seller's market, which means houses are selling faster than inventory is coming on, which is creating more demand, even if it's taking 50, 60 days to sell. They got to be priced right, but there is more demand for people buying than selling, which means we're still having a shortage of housing. Technically, a really strong seller's market can be really hard for everyone, but a little bit of a seller's market I think is good, or close to a balanced market where buyers and sellers can make things happen, but the market's still increasing over time. So single family inventory has dropped a crazy 55%. So it's went down a lot. The condos saw an increase of 46%, and townhouses, believe it or not, dropped a massive 100 175%. How do you even make that work in your head? 175%. So if you had 10 condos, it's dropped by 175%. I don't even know if that doesn't make sense, but yeah, that's a lot, right? 10 condos dropped by more than 10 condos. I guess so. So if 10 condos drop by 107% versus selling, that's compared to last year. Single family prices have risen 3.09%. So not a ton, but conservatively decent. Condos by 5.45%, which is pretty good. And townhouses have jumped 9.52%. Yeah, so whether you're thinking of buying or selling, the numbers are speaking loud and clear. I always like to say too, like if I was doing investment property, I was always taught with investment properties, put your increase in equity at 3%. So that's not very high. Back in 2021, we saw like a 35% increase, like crazy. And then we dropped like 16 or 18 and then came back like 8 to 12 and it's sort of trickling up now. But when you're an investor and you're looking at a rental property, you use 3% as your number. And over the last 10 years, I think average percentage on increase, say single family, has been a lot higher than that. But it's great if you put it at 3%, on $1 million, 3% a year is good, or $500,000, 3% a year is good. If you're making 10% on $500,000, I mean, that's great. That's $50,000 a year, right? So if you can make more equity, great, but you want to be conservative on that forecast in case you don't, because the markets do go up and down over time. I think the last 10 years we've seen more ups and downs, which maybe is good, but that may change over time with the housing shortage. And as we get built again, I think it'll probably be a good while, 3 to 5 or more years before we actually catch up to the housing demand, as long as interest rates and affordability can stay there. I think right now there's stuff sitting on the market that has been there for a while simply because people can afford it because of interest rates and stuff, which I think is a double-edged sword with inflation and interest rates and housing, because you need more people to move into houses, but you have the houses there, but they can't afford to buy them, then that doesn't help our housing shortage. So I think it will take a while to get caught up on the amount we need, as long as people can continue to afford them, right? Yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, keep an eye out. I've got multiple playlists and new content coming regularly. Remember, the more you engage with my content, like, share, thumbs up, subscribe, the more you stay informed. Whether you're here for the market updates, tips, or insights into Campbell River and beyond, I've got you covered. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in the future, in the videos in the future, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Catch you in the next one, and until then, keep exploring and stay savvy in the world of real estate. See you soon. Bye.